Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. In this video, I want to show you how I use Photoshop to transform this picture from this to this. If this is your first time here, my name is Identity King and I show business owners how to use design and branding to improve their business. If any of my videos have been useful to you, don't forget to click like at the bottom there, share my video and subscribe to my channel. And even if my videos are not useful to you, you can still don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Somebody that is your neighbor or your friend might find this valuable. Without further ado, let's dive into the video.
Hey guys, so welcome to Photoshop. What I want to do now is I want to type the text that I will be putting on this side of the wall and this side of the wall. Mind you, I can choose to put the text here, here, or in the middle, but we are sticking with here and here. So this is the text now. Now the thing is, you can choose to put this text on the wall directly or choose to make it a smart object first. But the purpose of making the smart object first is so that you can always go back to change the content of the smart object. I'll show you. So what I want to do right now is right click this and convert this to a smart object. Now that it is a smart object, I will click Command T on my keyboard, or I go to Edit, Transform, Free Transform. Now, in order to place this text on the wall, you hold your Command button, your Command key on your keyboard. You come to this edge here and you pull it to here. You do the same thing with this also. And what you want to do is you want to look at this here. You want to use this wall as, you want to use the slab of this wall as guide for how to place the text. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking at the distance between this and this top here. And I'm also trying to make it straight to balance with this place here. Then I come here also. The same thing. I hold my control. I need to zoom out first. So I hold my control. Bring this down. Then I do the same thing. I type the text again. On a wall. The same thing, I transform it, make it bigger. First, make it bigger before you make it a smart object. That's very, very critical. To make it bigger, I convert to smart object. Command C, or I go to Edit and I transform this. I'm holding Control currently on my keyboard. If you're using a Mac, it is Command that you hold. You hold your Command. The next thing I want to do now is, I want to first of all make this text white. So I will go back into the smart object and make the color white. I save it. Can you see? I go here again. I make the color white. And I save it. Now I want to add some texture of this wall to the text. So I can choose to decide if I want this to look like it is engraved in the wall or it is extruded from the wall. I think I'd rather go with it being extruded from the wall. Or should I say no? I'd rather go with it looking flat, like it is flat on that wall. So it needs to have some texture of the wall on it. The easiest way to do this is to convert the blending mode to overlay. But this part doesn't look texturized. Some part of the text doesn't look texturized. So what I will do for that is I will duplicate this. I'll duplicate this layer that has the image on it. Let's duplicate. Duplicate is Command J on your keyboard or Control J. So I duplicate this, I bring it up. So what I will do is I will hold Control on my keyboard. You see that it brings up a selection. So I control and I click on this icon here to select the icon. Then I hold Control and Shift to plus this here to this. Then I hold up, then this layer has to be selected. I just come to the bottom here and add a layer mask. So what that means is, you get, so what I want to do to this now is, I want to convert the level so it is more, so the contrast is higher. I want to have some more texture on this side of the text because it's currently looking too white. What I'll do is I will use let me first of all make this a rasterized layer. So I'll use the clone stamp tool. This is the clone stamp tool here. So I'll use the clone stamp tool, make the brush bigger and make it not 100%, like 40%. So I'll pick this part of this image and paste it around here. One last thing. Same thing. So as you can see, because the object is not smart, the text is not losing form. What I want to do is I want to first make the object smart. Then I hold my control. If you notice, I am using this floor as a guide for how to balance this text. So I can even choose to make this one seem like it is extruded from the floor, like it is like 3D without having to use 3D layers. What I'll do for this is, let me bring this down a bit and expand this a bit and expand this a bit. I'm using this place as guide. So what I want to do now is I want to duplicate this and move the bottom layer downwards a bit and invert the color. Then I will Command T and reduce the width, only the width, by like 1%. Move it downwards a bit. Then I add a drop shadow. I won't be taking my time to make this look very realistic, but this is just a basic of what's potentially possible if you know how to, manipulate on Photoshop. Increase the distance a bit. And I do the same. I duplicate this layer. I bring this up. Then I clip it. Increase the contrast. I can still choose to add some extra effect to make this look more realistic, but that's not what the tutorial is about. It's about placing text on perspective. So that's it. Now, the purpose of using a smart object is because I can always go back into this smart object and change this Photoshop to Illustrator. I can even reduce the size. Nope. Add this, then I reduce the size. And what happens is all I need to do is Command S, save, and this applies on the front screen. Boom. Photoshop, Illustrator, Photoshop, Illustrator. And that's that.